Hi, everyone. Welcome to Everyday Real English from Real Life Podcast.
Welcome to Real English Podcast.
We're so thrilled you're here.
Before we jump into today's deep dive, please take just a quick moment to like, subscribe, and maybe share this with your friends.
Yeah, your support really helps us help more people improve their English skills.
And they get to learn interesting, important things, too. Okay, so think about this for a second. Have you ever been, completely without internet? Maybe for a whole day or even just a few hours?
Maybe the Wi-Fi just went out, or you were somewhere with no signal at all.
Right. What happened? You know, that digital lifeline, that connection was suddenly gone.
It can feel pretty strange.
Totally. So today we're taking a deep dive into something we all rely on constantly, the internet.
We're going to explore why these outages happen, what the real impact can be.
And maybe most importantly, some simple, practical steps we can all take to prepare.
Right, whether that's for your home or, if you run a small business, this is definitely for you. Our goal today really is to give you clear, easy to understand ideas, steps you can actually use.
Right.
We want to help you feel well-informed and ready for potential internet issues.
Turning that kind of scary thought into just smart preparation.
Exactly.
You know, it really is amazing how much things have changed. Having reliable internet, it isn't just like a nice extra anymore, is it?
No, absolutely not. It's essential.
We use it for almost everything. Our jobs, online classes.
Communicating, shopping, and all our entertainment, of course.
Yeah, I think my coffee machine probably connects to the cloud now.
Ha, probably. But seriously, our whole modern world is just so deeply connected online. Think about the economy, healthcare, even emergency services. They all depend heavily on these networks. And even just a small delay, a small glitch can cause surprisingly big problems.
Like what?
Well, imagine not being able to send that urgent work email. Or a student missing an online class.
Okay, yeah.
Businesses might struggle to process payments. Or just connecting with family and friends becomes difficult.
Right.
And what's really interesting is how much customer expectations have shifted. People expect fast service now.
Instantly, yeah.
Exactly. So slow internet, that leads to frustration very quickly. And often that frustration means they just go somewhere else, choose another business. There was a study actually by Deloitte in 2023. It found businesses with strong digital setups see 25% higher revenue growth compared to ones with poor connections.
25%, that's huge.
It really is. It just shows how vital that connection is now.
Okay, that Deloitte stat really hits home. So if we depend on it that much, what could realistically cause the internet to go down? Not just my home Wi-Fi acting up, but bigger outages, regionally, or even could it go down globally?
That's the big question, isn't it? And yes, the causes are much larger than just a faulty router. First up, something maybe surprising, natural events.
Natural events like weather, storms.
Storms, yes, but think bigger. Intense activity from the sun, like solar flares.
The sun. Really?
Yeah, these can send massive amounts of energy toward Earth, disrupting satellites, damaging power grids.
Wow.
And potentially causing really large-scale internet outages. It's quite something to consider.
Definitely. Okay, what else?
Next, we have human actions and malicious acts. This is where it gets a bit more concerning, perhaps.
Hackers and stuff?
Exactly. Bad actors targeting key internet infrastructure, data centers, crucial network points. They could cause disruptions, maybe even shutdowns. And think about this. A huge chunk of the world's internet traffic travels through massive cables under the sea.
Right, the undersea cables.
Damage to those, whether it's accidental, like from a ship's anchor, or intentional. Well, that could lead to major regional, maybe even global problems.
Okay.
Geopolitical conflicts can also play a role here, unfortunately.
That makes sense.
And then sometimes it's just technical problems.
Like a glitch in the system.
Pretty much. Simple malfunctions, maybe human errors within these incredibly complex systems that run the internet. A tiny mistake can snowball.
Do you have an example?
Oh, absolutely. Remember July 19th, 2024? That huge global IT outage?
Vaguely, yeah. What happened?
It was a small error, actually, in Microsoft Windows software, but it affected over 8.5 million devices worldwide.
Whoa.
And the impact. Thousands of flights grounded, surgeries canceled, people couldn't get to their bank accounts. Even 9/11 emergency services were hit in some places.
Just from one software.
Just from one software. It really shows how interconnected everything is. The CEO of Cloudflare, Matthew Prince, he got it well. As more things get connected to the internet, there's just more risk.
Yeah, that quote sums it up. More connection, more risk. Wow. The idea of a solar flare or one tiny bug causing that much chaos is,
Yeah,
mind-boggling.
it is.
So if these are the kinds of threats we're potentially facing, what's the ripple effect? How much does an outage truly affect us beyond just being annoying?
That's a really important question to unpack. Now, a complete, total global shutdown, that's probably less likely, but regional outages, they're definitely becoming more common, and yeah, they can be incredibly disruptive.
Okay.
On a personal level, the effects might surprise you. People often report feeling really anxious or experiencing FOMO, the fear of missing out when they suddenly can't get online.
I can see that. It's like a part of your world just vanishes.
Exactly. It's a genuine psychological impact.
And for businesses, I imagine it's even worse.
Oh, absolutely. The impact is immediate and often severe. When the internet goes down, employees just can't work as usual.
Right. No email, no shared files.
Exactly. No access to company data stored in the cloud. This leads directly to lost productivity, and that means significant financial losses.
How significant?
Well, there was a Gartner study, it's cited quite often, that estimated the average cost of IT downtime for a business at around $5,600 per minute.
Per minute.
Per minute. It adds up incredibly fast.
Wow. I can't even imagine.
And then there's customer service. Customers expect instant access, quick help. If they can't reach your website or place an order or get support,
They get frustrated fast.
very fast. And that frustration often means they'll just go to a competitor. So you lose sales and your brand reputation takes a hit.
Can you give an example of that kind of widespread impact?
Sure. Think about that big telecom outage in Canada. It lasted about 19 hours.
Oh, I remember hearing about that.
It affected over 10 million customers. For many, 911 services just didn't work on their phones.
That's terrifying.
It was. Hospitals had disruptions, banking systems were impacted, and countless small businesses couldn't take debit card payments. It was much more than an inconvenience. It was a major disruption to daily life and commerce.
And it's not just these total blackouts, right?
Yeah.
Even just slow, unreliable internet must cause problems.
Absolutely. That slow internet, the buffering video call, the website that takes ages to load.
Yeah.
It's more than just annoying. It's a huge drain on productivity. There's data suggesting that tech issues, and slow internet is a big part of that, cost businesses something like 12 working days a year in lost time.
12 days per employee.
Per employee. That's nearly 2.5 weeks of work time, just gone because of connectivity problems. It's a massive hidden cost.
Okay. Hearing all this, it's crystal clear we need to think about being prepared. So let's get practical. What are some easy, doable steps people can take right now? At home, for their families? Where should someone even start?
Great question. And you're right, preparedness doesn't need to be overwhelming. Let's start with offline navigation and documents.
Okay, like maps.
Exactly. Imagine your GPS stops working. It happens. So download local maps to your phone, ones that work offline. Or even better, go old school. Keep physical paper maps in your car or house.
Good idea. What about documents?
Print out the really important stuff. Copies of IDs, key medical information for everyone in the family, essential financial records, maybe insurance details.
Right.
And store them somewhere safe, like a fireproof and waterproof box or folder. It's a small step, but could be hugely helpful.
Makes sense. What's next?
Next up, have a communication plan. If phones are down, internet's out, how do you find your loved ones?
Good point.
So decide beforehand on a specific meeting place, somewhere everyone knows how to get to, just in case you can't communicate for a while.
Okay, a designated spot.
Yeah. And for short-range communication, especially if the power's out locally, you might even think about getting some simple walkie-talkies.
Walkie-talkies, like when we were kids.
Exactly. They work without cell towers or internet. And another really simple tip, keep a physical written list of important phone numbers. Don't rely on your phone's contact list if you can't turn your phone on.
That's so true. I probably couldn't dial my partner's number from memory right now.
Most of us couldn't.
Okay.
Okay, third area. Offline entertainment and resources.
Keeping busy, right.
Right. Avoid the boredom. Before anything happens, download some favorite movies, TV shows, music, audiobooks onto your devices so you can watch or listen offline.
Smart.
And beyond just entertainment, think about building a little resource library at home. Physical cookbooks, maybe some basic DIY or how-to books.
Or download digital versions?
Yes, download digital guides or resources and save them on an offline device like a USB drive or an old laptop. Your own little survival guide for being unplugged.
Love that. What else?
Number 4, backup power. This is key.
Like batteries.
Sort of. An uninterruptible power supply, a UPS, is a great start. It's basically a battery backup for your router, modem, maybe your main computer. It keeps them running for a short time if the power flickers or goes out briefly.
Okay, for short outages.
Exactly. For potentially longer outages, you could look into a portable power station, those bigger battery packs, or even portable solar panels, enough to charge essential things like phones and laptops. Gives you peace of mind.
Definitely. And the last one?
The last one is maybe more about mindset. Practice a digital detox.
Taking a break on purpose.
Exactly. It's not just good preparation, it's good for your well-being anyway. Make it a regular thing to spend some time offline.
Like a screen-free Sunday.
Perfect example. Make it a family habit. Spend a weekend unplugged sometimes. Read physical books, play board games, try a craft like sewing or wood carving, get out in the garden.
Rediscover the non-digital world.
Precisely. It helps reduce our dependence and reminds us there's a rich life beyond the screen.
Those are fantastic, really practical steps for home. Totally doable.
Now let's shift gears a bit. What about businesses? Especially those small and medium-sized companies. Their reliance feels even more critical sometimes. What specific things should a business do to keep operating if the internet cuts out?
That's a vital area, absolutely. For businesses, it's all about resilience through planning. First step, audit your critical systems.
Meaning?
Make a clear, detailed list of all the online systems your business absolutely needs to function. Think about your accounting software, your CRM system, that's customer relationship management.
Right, how you track customers.
Exactly. In your HR platforms, anything essential. Just knowing what you rely on is step one. Honestly, it's good practice anyway.
Okay, know your systems.
Yeah.
Then what? Then, ensure you have regular data backups. And don't just rely on the cloud provider's backups.
What?
Because if you can't access the cloud, you can't access their backups either. So, set up automatic, daily downloads of your crucial data from those cloud services.
And save it locally.
Yes. Save those static snapshots securely on local hard drives or maybe dedicated offline storage devices. There are plenty of third-party apps that can automate this pretty cheaply. It means you own a copy of your data, even if the internet is down.
Smart. Data ownership. Got it. Next.
Third, think seriously about backup internet solutions. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Like having a second internet provider.
That's one option, yes. A secondary ISP gives you a completely separate connection path. For more robust solutions, businesses can look into dedicated mobile hotspots or even better, things like LTE backup.
What's LTE backup?
It means your network equipment can automatically switch over to using the cellular network, like 4G or 5G, if your main wired internet connection fails. It keeps things running.
Okay, seamless switchover.
Pretty much. Or there's something called hybrid bonded internet. This gets a bit more technical, but it basically combines multiple internet lines, maybe fiber, DSL, cellular, into one super stable, faster connection. If one line fails, the traffic just goes through the others. It's designed for constant uptime.
Wow. Okay, those sound like serious business solutions. What else?
Fourth, don't underestimate old school business tools.
Pen and paper time.
You got it. If the digital world goes dark, you need analogs. Have physical paper order forms ready. Keep updated price lists printed out. Maybe even have a physical checkbook handy for paying suppliers or employees if online banking is down.
A checkbook. Haven't seen one of those in ages.
Exactly. But it could be crucial. And very importantly, make sure you have a working traditional landline phone in the building.
A landline. Why?
Because mobile signals can be weak or overloaded during major outages. And sometimes even mobile networks rely on internet infrastructure that might be down. A simple copper landline often works when other things don't.
Good point. Okay, what's fifth?
Fifth, document your critical workflows. Identify the absolute essential daily tasks. Taking orders, making your products, shipping things out, sending invoices, paying staff, whatever is core to your business.
And write down how to do them.
Yes, write down the steps clearly so employees can follow them manually without needing internet access. This stops panic and keeps things moving, even if it's slower.
Makes sense. Clear instructions.
And finally, number 6, conduct practice drills.
Like a fire drill, but for the internet.
Exactly. Schedule a time, maybe just for an hour, where you intentionally turn off the main internet connection for your business.
And see what happens.
Precisely. Test your backup systems. See if the communication plan works. Check if people can actually follow those manual workflows. It's the best way to find the gaps in your plan. Plus, it can actually be a good team-building exercise problem-solving together.
Those are incredibly thorough, practical strategies for businesses. And you're right, it's not about being scared.
Not at all.
It's just about smart, common sense planning. Building that resilience so you're not caught completely off guard.
Exactly. Preparedness, not panic.
Right. Now, we've talked a lot about preparing for the negative side of outages, but you mentioned something interesting earlier. This idea that maybe there's an unexpected positive side to being disconnected. I mean, we all hate it when the Wi-Fi goes out, but could an internet-free day, forced or chosen, actually be good for us? Sometimes it feels impossible to just switch off.
It really does feel impossible sometimes, doesn't it? But yeah, there can be genuine hidden benefits to stepping away, even if it's forced upon us initially.
Like what?
Well, an internet-free day is almost like an enforced opportunity to just slow down, relax, maybe reconnect with family or friends in person, face-to-face.
Yeah.
Or rediscover hobbies that have gathered dust because we're always online. It kind of forces us to engage with the immediate world around us, not just the one on the screen.
The physical world, yeah.
Right. And taking that break from screens, that digital detox we talked about, it can genuinely reduce stress levels. It can improve focus when you do get back online.
Really? Better focus.
Some studies suggest so, yeah.
Yeah.
And even more interestingly, some research hints at a boost in creative problem solving after even just a short period offline.
So disconnecting could actually make you better at stuff when you reconnect.
Potentially. It gives your brain a different kind of space to work. It really just reminds us, that humanity got along fine for millennia before the internet. We built civilizations, created art, explored the world.
Good point.
We can definitely thrive even if we face temporary disruptions. It's a healthy perspective, I think. It reduces the fear factor.
I love that. Less fear, more perspective, and maybe even a creativity boost.
Yeah.
But like you said, intentionally taking a whole weekend off, that feels like a massive step for a lot of us, me included. What's like the baby step, the smallest realistic thing someone could try?
That's a fair question. Perfection isn't the goal. Start really small. How about just 1 hour a day? Put your phone in another room, totally out of sight, for just 60 minutes.
Okay, 1 hour. I could maybe do that.
Or maybe designate one meal a day, like dinner, as completely screen-free for everyone at the table.
Yeah, the no phones at dinner rule.
Exactly. Or pick one simple offline hobby, reading a paper book, sketching, knitting, whatever, and commit to just 30 minutes a week.
30 minutes. That feels achievable.
It's about building the muscle, making small, consistent steps towards not being quite so dependent. It makes the idea of a longer break less daunting later on.
Excellent advice. Start small, build up. Okay, so let's quickly recap our deep dive today.
Sounds good.
We've talked about just how vital the internet has become in, well, pretty much every part of our lives.
We looked at the surprising range of things that can cause outages, from huge solar flares down to tiny human errors or even malicious attacks.
Right, and the serious impacts those outages can have, both personally, like feeling anxious, and for businesses, like major financial losses.
But most importantly, we've armed you with lots of practical, actionable steps.
Things you can do right now at home.
And specific strategies for businesses to build resilience.
Simple steps for everyone.
And maybe just to leave you with a final thought to chew on.
Okay.
If the internet completely vanished right now, say for a whole week, how would you handle an everyday task? Like, how would you pay for your groceries at the checkout? Or find directions to a new place without GPS?
Paying for groceries, finding directions, wow.
Just thinking through those simple, practical scenarios really helps highlight where our dependencies are and helps us get truly ready.
That is a fantastic question to ponder. It really makes you think. So over to you listening. Have you ever had a full day, or maybe longer, without any Wi-Fi or internet? What did you do? How did you manage?
We'd love to hear your survival stories.
Definitely. Share them with us. And please, if you found this deep dive helpful or interesting, do us a small favor. Like it, subscribe to Real English Podcast, and share it with your friends.
It really helps more people find us and improve their English while learning useful things.
Thank you so much for joining us for this deep dive today.
Thanks, everyone.
Want to practice these phrases? Download your free PDF guide to review vocabulary, role plays, and quizzes. Find the link in the description and pinned comment, and feel free to share it with friends.
Like and subscribe for more English tips.